Welcome to CSGuitars, the science of loud. Compact, powerful bass amplification is the order of the day. Nobody wants to be carrying more equipment than they have to. With bass amplifiers traditionally being as big and heavy as the sound that they produce, Orange have gone in the opposite direction with their little bass thing, a 500 watt Class D amplifier that weighs only 3 kilograms. Let's take a listen and talk about the small package that good things come in. Following on from the successful reintroduction of their Terror bass lunchbox head, Orange have developed the little bass thing to occupy a more contemporary form factor for bass amplifiers. This carries across the efficient 500 watt Class D power section and pairs it with a solid state front end complete with an onboard one knob optical compressor. There is a 3-band EQ with the mid control being semi-parametric. You can adjust the frequency center as well as the plus or minus 15 decibels of boost or cut. A -6 dB pad on the input accommodates active basses, preserving headroom and preventing clipping when using hot output pickups. A buffered effects loop and DI out complete the simple feature set. As this is based off of the Terror bass, which in itself was based off of the AD200, Orange's flagship all-valve bass head, then this is an opportunity to get a close approximation to that sound without the spine-crippling weight or the tour van-filling size. I've got this loading out into a lightweight OBC 112 cabinet, a perfect combination for small shows where you don't want to be carrying mountains of equipment. One thing to remember about Class D amplification is that the amount of power that it outputs is reduced the higher the impedance of the cabinet. Connecting the amplifier to a single 8 ohm cabinet like this will afford 250 watts of its power, but doubling up the cabinets so the amplifier sees 4 ohms will give you the full 500 watts. I'll have the cabinet mic'd and the DI running into my interface so you can hear what both sound like. Once again, I'm not really a bass player, so while I'll try my best, I've also enlisted the help of some friends who know their way around low end to help with this demonstration.
Hey y'all, my name's Patrick Hunter and I have a bass channel here on YouTube. Bass is very similar to guitar, but it usually has 2 less strings and it's more of a low end, more of a low octave sort of instrument. So if you're interested at all in any sort of bass demos, bass covers, and everything low end related, head over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Patrick Hunter. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram while you're at it.
Hi, I'm Joe from the Guitar Nerds podcast. We're the world's #1 guitar podcast. So if you ever want to experience some audio guitar nerdery, then search for Guitar Nerds on any podcast platform.
As you can tell, the sounds are all clean. The compressor and EQ do a lot to help the tweakability of the amplifier to dial in the tones you want around whichever bass guitar you happen to be using. With the help of the effects loop, the little bass thing becomes a fantastic platform to build pedals around, be it a fuzz in the front end, a phaser in the loop, or a separate bass preamp like Orange's own Bass Butler into the effects return. So there's as much scope for sounds as there is power in this tiny little package. Even going through this 112 cabinet, it's plenty loud. Actually, I'm having a really hard time getting it quiet enough that it's not rumbling the whole house down. The controls on here are notched rather than continuous. I'm not sure if this is a common thing with bass equipment or not, but it means there's quite a jump in volume between one notch and the next. Now that might not be an issue when you're playing at gig volumes, but when you're trying to practice at a reasonable volume level, it becomes slightly problematic. With a lot of amplifier in such a tiny package, the little bass thing is sure to become the companion of many gigging musicians. The optical compressor and EQ give you the essential foundations for your bass tone, and if you want to expand that further with pedals, then this can handle it all. As ever, links will be in the description should you want to find out more, check the price, or even buy one for yourself. But that's all for now. Keep it loud, and I'll see you later. It's me. I'm the small package good things come in.